Hello, beautiful bitches! It's Liam Galaway
And Sarah Jane Anderson.
and welcome to Life as It Comes. So in today's video, we want to go deep into the topic, what does it mean to be brave?
Oh, it's like a kind of an interesting conversation to have. What does
Right.
it mean to be brave and everything that comes around fear? I feel like it's always such an interesting conversation. What do you think? What does it mean to be brave?
I want to be a superhero or a good witch,
That's your idea of a brave person.
right?
That, my friends, is someone who falls into the narrative that brave people are only superhumans. Being brave is actually such a human trait, or it comes from a place that is so human, which is the place of having fears in the first place, you know? Because in my opinion, I kind of follow this idea that Nelson Mandela actually mentioned once, where he said that being brave does not mean that you do not have fears anyways or at all. Being brave means that you walk alongside your fears and do it anyways. And I think that's a better narrative for it, because
Yeah.
otherwise that would mean you push the fear away. And as we all know, something that you push
Yeah.
away will just come back stronger.
True,
You
it will
know?
like crawl back, like
It crawls back, yeah. Oh gosh. No, we don't want it crawling back. Anyways, I think that is actually very important to feel the fear and to let it happen and to recognize it, and instead of pushing it away or saying, I'm over this, just accept it for what it is and
Yeah.
do it anyways.
sound very brave now.
It does.
So-
So did you ever have an occasion where you had to walk alongside the fear to be brave, to take that step?
Yeah, I think like doing this channel is kind of very fearful for me at the beginning. I didn't know where to start. I kind of have the vision, and I'm also like a bit perfectionist, and I think that also creates a lot of fear in me. Like, am I doing this the right way? Am I finding the right people for the channel? Am I do everything right, from the light, from the sound, from the editing, from preparing for this channel? And I feel like I've been wanting to do this for such a long time, like many years. And I remember like when I first had my first camera, I was always like in my balcony and try to like put it like this around, try to vlog myself on the balcony, you know. But I was like, I know that I want to do this, but I was not brave enough to overcome my fear of maybe failure, the fear of like everything have to be perfect to do this. And this time I was like, just give it a try, whatever it is, you know, we learn and we
Yeah.
eventually we will reach what we want to do if we believe in it, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that's for me.
Yeah, I think that's very relatable for a lot of
Right.
people. And I think what I also want to say is, we've mentioned now bigger stories like starting a YouTube channel, but being brave also comes in the littlest forms. I remember times in my life where the bravest thing in a day that I've done was get out of bed. You don't have to pressure yourself to do big things for you to feel brave. Sometimes being brave means getting out of bed and actually putting on clothes, brushing your
Yeah.
teeth, getting ready for the day, because you're scared that something might happen that day, you're scared that it's gonna go wrong, whatever. Being brave sometimes means overcoming your fear or walking alongside the fear of being in public in general, taking public transportation,
Yeah.
whatever. It can come in the most smallest way that you can think of, but it
Yeah.
is actually such a big thing. Like, it's a big accomplishment when you actually get to walk alongside your fear and do it anyways. And whether that's a solo trip or getting out of bed, it is an accomplishment, and you should be proud of yourself for doing
Yes. Oh
that.
my God. For that, cheer for you to be proud of yourself, you know.
Exactly.
So the second thing, I think like the bravest thing you could ever do is being yourself. You know, like to live truthfully with yourself. We're all born in certain family, certain religion, tradition, and I mean some of us are great, and some of it like don't fit us anymore.
Yeah.
And
For
I
sure.
think like the part of our life is to figure out how to step into our own power, our own self, like who are we as human being, and embrace it, you know.
Totally, I totally agree with you. And I think part of that process is also starting to realize and accept when things are not going in that direction, you know, and recognizing that something is maybe wrong and asking for help to go into more of the direction where you can actually overcome it and walk alongside it and make some progress in that sense. And that is already one brave step that you can take, you know. That's what I mean, like brave acts. Like one can become a brave person by already doing small acts where they feel fear, you know?
Yeah.
That's how you become a brave person.
Yeah.
No matter whether that's small actions or big actions, you know? Because the small actions can be actually pretty big in that kind of
I mean, like small or
sense.
big, it's just the way you see the world. There are
Exactly.
no problems are
Yeah.
bigger than others. Like
Yeah,
you know, like that's
Exactly. Yeah.
just the way how you see the world,
Yeah, for sure.
right?
Yeah.
So Sarah, tell us like what is the bravest thing you've ever done?
I actually become a little bit emotional talking about that because
I don't know what that is, but stop crying. Like the cancer, how she is.
yeah. No, I will hold back my tears because actually if I would cry, no, it would be happy tears because I am actually proud of myself for taking that step. And it is what I kind of mentioned before is recognizing that something is not right and something is wrong and that you need help. And I think the bravest thing I've ever done in my life is actually ask for help when my mental health was declining, you know?
Yeah.
When my mental health was suffering and I needed some time to process it and to accept it. And I needed time to have the courage to ask someone for help and to let somebody know that something was not right here and that I was feeling that way. And I, oh my God, I feel so proud of myself looking back on it. And I can only encourage everyone out there to ask for help in those moments where you feel like your mental health is declining. And it is such a brave thing to do. And you can be so proud of yourself for doing that. And you might not see it right away when you do it, and you might not see it right away when you ask for the help, or you might feel bad about it, but in the long run you will feel so proud of it. And it takes so much courage to be open about it, and it takes so much bravery to do that.
It's actually sound like a topic of another video, don't you think?
So yeah, that is my bravest thing ever, I think. What about you? What is the bravest thing you've ever done?
So the bravest thing that I've done, I think, is to move to another country. I always feel that it's something that I really want to do. I feel like the world has so much to offer, and I want to see more of different culture, different people, and also like to explore myself more. And I think it's worth it. I mean, I find myself, I find my purpose in life, and I find my people.
Oh, beautiful words.
Right.
And what a courageous being you are. He's one of the bravest people I've ever known in my life.
Cheers to Aries.
It's
Team
Aries.
Aries. I think, I mean, in general, Aries, like kind of that boldness.
I think so, yeah. So that was it for today's topic. I hope you found some empowerment through that.
Some courage to follow your dreams, to do your thing, to be
brave. Exactly. And we also want to know, what is the bravest thing you've ever done? So leave that down in the comments. And we also kind of want to challenge you to do maybe one brave thing today,
Right.
after you watch this video. And if you've done that, tell us your experiences about it. It can be small, it can be big, whatever feels
Suit you in the moment.
exactly.
See you in the next video.
Bitch kiss. I have to sneeze.
This, my friend, is the bravest thing to do.